Most people believe that to change their own life, they need to focus on external achievements. More money, a successful career, or that spiritual life that always seems out of reach. But what if I told you that the world around you is just a reflection of what's inside you? It seems counterintuitive, but if you don't adjust what's inside, your reality will remain the same. The secret to a prosperous life, self-awareness, and spiritual growth starts with a profound internal change, which, if ignored, can keep you stuck in stagnation. Let's reveal how this principle is the key to transforming your reality from the inside out. The mirror principle teaches us an essential lesson. The world around us is nothing more than a reflection of what we carry internally. If you've ever found yourself wondering why certain patterns keep repeating in your life, it's because something in your internal vibration is feeding that reality. When we look at financial life or prosperity in general, we realize that what we see in the external mirror is a direct consequence of what we vibrate within. It's not magical, but deeply logical, as what we feel influences how we act and how the world reacts. Imagine, for example, that you desire a prosperous life full of success and spiritual fulfillment. If internally you're filled with doubts and fears, the mirror of your reality will reflect obstacles and challenges, rather than the prosperity you so desire. Therefore, the key to changing any aspect of your life starts with an internal change. Self-awareness is the first step in this process of transformation because, by understanding what's happening inside you, you can adjust the vibration you emit. Let's think practically. If someone is constantly seeking prosperity but can't see beyond difficulties, a good practice would be to reflect on their dominant thoughts. Daily noting your emotions and evaluating how they reflect in your surrounding reality can be a great start. This isn't just spiritual. It's a conscious exercise in mental reprogramming, where a person realizes that by vibrating in a scarcity frequency, they continue to attract lack. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to keep receiving content that will lead you to true transformation. Spirituality also plays a central role in the mirror principle. Many believe that by connecting with something greater, whether it be God, the universe, or any higher force, you align your vibration with what you desire. This alignment is crucial for the external reality to start changing according to your internal desires. When your internal vibration is in tune with the concepts of abundance and prosperity, the reflection the world gives back will be equally abundant. A simple spiritual practice, such as daily meditation, can help elevate this internal vibration. Through meditation, you clear the mind of limiting beliefs and start focusing on what you truly wish to manifest. By meditating, you not only calm the mind but also realign your intentions with the prosperity and prosperous life you seek. This daily exercise of self-awareness can be the push needed for the mirror of your reality to start changing. What many people don't realize is that this internal change doesn't need to be dramatic. Small adjustments in the way you perceive yourself can already generate significant reflections in the external world. Start by asking yourself, how am I treating myself internally? After all, the way we take care of ourselves mentally, emotionally, and spiritually directly reflects how the world treats us. If you want your financial life to improve, for example, start by changing the way you view yourself in relation to money. One example of this would be observing how you handle your finances. Do you see money as something that flows freely or as something that always slips through your fingers? The way you perceive money in terms of vibration will determine how it behaves in your life. If you see it as a scarce resource, that's what the mirror of reality will reflect. But if you see it as a constantly flowing energy, you will start attracting more abundance. The same applies to other areas of life. If you want a prosperous life in relationships, it's necessary to internally vibrate with the harmony, respect, and connection you want to see reflected in others. Each of us is a mirror for the world, and life molds itself to what we project internally. Changing the perception of ourselves and others is a daily exercise in self-awareness and spirituality that, over time, creates the right vibration for manifestation. This concept of reality as a reflection is powerful but not passive. It requires action, self-awareness, and consistency. For those who want to transform their financial life or reach a higher level of prosperity, discipline in creating new mental habits is crucial. You can start by practicing daily affirmations that reinforce this new internal vision. Something as simple as "I am worthy of prosperity" can make a huge difference over time. However, it's not enough to change internally for a brief period. Life demands persistence, especially when it comes to spiritual transformation. By working daily to change your internal vibration, the world around you will inevitably start following this new direction. The mirror of reality might not reflect changes immediately, but with consistency, the results are inevitable. Thus, patience is an essential part of this process. As you may have noticed, true transformation starts from within. Many believe that to see changes in their prosperous or financial life, they first need to modify the environment around them. But the truth is that external change only happens when internal transformation is complete. What you see in the mirror of your reality is a direct reflection of your internal vibration. Therefore, to manifest prosperity, it is crucial first to become a prosperous person in your thoughts, emotions, and attitudes. It's curious how many seek wealth and spiritual success but still carry internal beliefs that limit that manifestation. To change reality, you need to align internally with the vibration you want to see in the world. If the desire is for abundant financial life, you must see yourself as already prosperous, cultivating an abundance mindset before it manifests externally. Everything starts with self-awareness, understanding your beliefs and how they shape your life. A practical example is to start working on the mindset of the person you wish to become. If you want financial prosperity, begin to behave like someone who already possesses that prosperity. This doesn't mean spending recklessly, but acting with confidence and clarity regarding your finances. Read books that help reprogram your mind for success, like Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and start incorporating these teachings into your daily life. This internal change also applies to spirituality. If you seek a more spiritually connected life, it's important to see yourself as someone who already has that deep connection. Practicing daily gratitude is a powerful way to align with that energy. Thanking for what you already have is an acknowledgement to the universe that you are vibrating in harmony with prosperity and spirituality. By doing this, you begin to attract more of these vibrations into your life. This transition from who we are internally to who we wish to be requires consistency. Many give up halfway because the external reality doesn't change immediately. But this is the crucial part. It takes patience for internal changes to reflect in the external world. Changing your internal identity takes time and dedication. But once the change happens, reality begins to transform in almost magical ways. Persistence is what distinguishes those who achieve a prosperous life from those who only dream of it. Think about the actions you can take daily to reinforce this new identity. If you want to be seen as a successful person, start acting like one. Organize your financial life, learn to invest, improve your communication. These small actions start to shape who you are internally, and this will be reflected externally in no time. You'll notice that the more you act like this successful person, the more prosperity manifests around you. Furthermore, when we talk about prosperity, we're talking about a concept much broader than just money. It's about living an abundant life in all areas: health, spirituality, relationships. And for that to happen, you need to align internally with the vibration of these areas. Visualizing what you want, feeling that it's already yours, and acting according to this new internal reality are practical steps to bring that prosperity into your life. Those who understand this inside-out dynamic know that nothing comes from the outside before it's cultivated within. To attract prosperity, you need to vibrate at that frequency, and this vibration only arises when you truly believe you are already prosperous. Often, this means working on your deepest beliefs and changing what you think you deserve. If you don't believe you deserve a prosperous life, it will be difficult to see it manifest externally. That's why affirmation practice is so powerful. By repeating to yourself that you deserve success, that prosperity is already part of your life, you start reprogramming your mind to accept this new reality. But remember, words need to align with actions. It's no use saying you want prosperity if internally you still harbor thoughts of scarcity and fear. True change happens when words, thoughts, and actions are in harmony. In summary, the path to external transformation begins with an internal change. Becoming what you want to see in the world is the secret that many overlook but few practice consistently. This is where most people fail, But those who align their thoughts and attitudes with their desires inevitably start to see that change manifest. The key is to remember that everything you want is already within you, waiting to be activated. The relationship we maintain with ourselves and the world around us is the foundation of everything we experience. Often, we underestimate the impact of this relationship on our external reality, but it is directly linked to what we experience. If the mirror of our life reflects scarcity, financial difficulties, or lack of prosperity, it's time to look inward and evaluate how we are treating ourselves. What we feel internally is amplified and returned by the world, whether in the spiritual realm or in our financial lives. When a person views themselves in a limited or insecure way, the world reflects those limitations. If they feel incapable of achieving prosperity or believe they don't deserve a prosperous life, the mirror of reality will reflect exactly that. Financial life will be marked by obstacles and challenges that reinforce this belief. The secret, then, is to create a relationship of self-love, respect, and confidence with who we are internally. This changes the vibration we emit and, consequently, changes what we attract. A practical way to improve this internal relationship is through the practice of self-affirmations. Every morning, when you look in the mirror, say encouraging words to yourself. Say, "I am worthy of prosperity. I am capable of living an abundant life." This simple exercise, repeated daily, can start to transform the way you see yourself and gradually change the way the world sees you. It's an important step to align your vibration with the reality you want to create. Additionally, the way we relate to the external world is also a direct reflection of how we feel internally. If you treat others with distrust, the universe will return that energy in the form of problematic or disconnected relationships. However, by treating the world with generosity, trust, and empathy, you begin to attract people and situations that resonate with that vibration. In the spiritual realm, this openness can lead to deeper connections and a greater sense of inner peace. This relationship with the external world also includes how you handle money and prosperity. If you view money as something dirty or feel you don't deserve financial prosperity, your financial life will reflect that belief. On the other hand, if you start to see money as a flowing exchange of energy, something that can improve your life and the lives of others, the mirror of reality will start to reflect a vibration more aligned with this new perspective. Prosperity begins to manifest in unexpected ways. However, changing this relationship with yourself and the world doesn't happen overnight. It requires self-awareness and constant practice. It's important to pay attention to the emotions that arise when facing challenges. If your first reaction to financial difficulties is fear or despair, it's a clear sign that your internal relationship with money is not well established. Instead of reacting negatively, start asking yourself, what is this reflecting about me? How can I adjust my vibration? A great exercise is to write down your beliefs about prosperity and financial life. Put on paper what you really think about money and how it flows in your life. Then, analyze these beliefs and see if they align with what you want. Often, it's possible to identify thought patterns that are limiting your financial and spiritual growth. Changing them is the first step to creating a new relationship with the world and yourself, which will pave the way for a prosperous life. Your relationship with the world is also influenced by how you view success and successful people. If you feel envy or anger when you see someone thriving, it reflects an internal disconnection with prosperity. On the other hand, when you celebrate others' success, your internal vibration aligns with the energy of abundance. The universe perceives this alignment and starts bringing more situations that reflect this prosperity mindset. Everything you project internally is amplified in the external world. If you cultivate peace, trust, and gratitude, these qualities will be reflected in all areas of your life. What you feel about your spirituality, your financial life, and your relationships with others creates a vibration that the world responds to. Cultivating a healthy relationship with yourself is the first step to seeing the world reflect this harmony in a practical and tangible way. So, think of your life as a blank canvas. What do you want it to reflect? If you desire prosperity, start vibrating that prosperity in your thoughts, attitudes, and feelings. If you want a more fulfilling spiritual life, cultivate that connection with yourself and the universe. By adjusting the way you relate to the world and to yourself, the mirror of reality will have no choice but to reflect back a life aligned with your deepest desires. If this concept still seems too theoretical, let's move on to its practical application. Applying the mirror principle in practice is a journey that begins with creating a new identity. To manifest a prosperous life aligned with your desires, it's essential that you see yourself as the person who already lives this reality. It's not about pretending or living in illusion, but about adopting a worldview that reflects the vibration of prosperity and abundance. This means reprogramming your mind to think, feel, and act in accordance with what you want to attract. Imagine someone who desires financial prosperity but constantly views themselves as someone who cannot manage money well. This self-image prevents prosperity from truly arriving. The first step to changing this is to create an identity of someone who already has control over their finances, makes wise choices, and has a growth mindset. When you start to see money as a tool that flows to improve your life, your vibration changes, and the world responds to this new vision. A simple practice to start changing your identity is to set daily routines that connect you with your desires. If your goal is to align spiritually, set aside moments each day to read books that expand your consciousness. A good suggestion would be The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, which helps reconnect with the present moment, raising your spiritual vibration. The more you engage with practices that reinforce your new identity, the more naturally it will reflect in your external life. This new worldview needs to be consistent. It's not enough to think positively once and expect immediate results. Persistence is what shapes reality. When you maintain a self-view aligned with prosperity and self-awareness, the universe begins to conspire in your favor. Change may be subtle at first, but over time, you will notice opportunities arising, the right people appearing, and even a transformation in your financial life. The way you perceive the world also changes as your internal identity transforms. What once seemed like an insurmountable obstacle starts to be seen as a manageable challenge. This happens because the new identity you are creating is of someone who already lives in prosperity, abundance, and spiritual balance. So, when difficulties arise, you will see yourself as someone who has the internal tools to overcome them, further reinforcing your new vibration. Creating this identity aligned with your deepest desires is not just about imagining the future but also about acting in the present. This means making daily choices that reinforce the vision you have of yourself. If you want to be seen as a prosperous person, start acting like one. Organize your finances, invest in personal growth, and see your actions reflect the financial life you want. If your focus is spirituality, start practicing detachment, empathy, and compassion, integrating these values into your daily life. A crucial point in this journey is to truly believe that you deserve this new identity. Many people sabotage their growth because, deep down, they don't believe they are worthy of a prosperous life. Therefore, besides creating a new self-image, it's necessary to work on limiting beliefs that may be preventing you from moving forward. This self-awareness work may involve techniques such as meditation, therapeutic writing, or even seeking the guidance of a mentor who can assist in this process. As your identity aligns with your desires, the world around you also begins to adjust. This may mean subtle changes, such as how people treat you, or more evident changes, like new opportunities arising in your professional and financial life. The important thing is to remember that this transformation is an ongoing process. Each day, you are creating and recreating your reality based on your internal vibration. The more you align with the person you want to be, the more your life will begin to reflect that. Understand that this identity is flexible and can evolve. Your desires may also change over time, and that's okay. The secret is to stay in tune with what you truly desire in the present moment, whether in the spiritual, financial, or personal realm. This requires a constant dose of self-awareness so that you can adjust your worldview as your goals and desires evolve. And, of course, this flexibility allows you to explore new paths of prosperity throughout your life. When you create a new identity and align your worldview with your deepest desires, it's natural to want to see immediate results. However, what many don't realize is that the physical reality may take some time to adjust. This delay in manifestation is an opportunity to strengthen persistence and trust in the process. Think of life as a seed that has been planted. It doesn't germinate instantly. Just like prosperity and spiritual growth, the fruits take time to appear, but with patience and care, they will come. Persistence is key to staying focused, even when the results seem distant. Many give up midway, precisely when the transformation is about to manifest. It's essential to have faith that, even though external circumstances may not yet reflect the new identity, they are adjusting. When you remain steadfast in your internal vibration of prosperity and self-awareness, the universe responds, but it takes time for everything to align in the physical world. To illustrate this, imagine someone transforming their financial life. They may be saving, investing in personal growth, and cultivating a mindset of abundance. Yet, despite all this effort, the bank balance might not increase immediately. This is when the person needs to be persistent. Continuing to make the right decisions, even without immediate results, is what ensures that prosperity will manifest in their life in the long term. Persisting also means continually adjusting your identity and actions to stay in tune with what you want to create. If your desire is a more fulfilling spiritual life, continue with daily practices like meditation or studying spiritual texts. The fact that you don't feel an immediate transformation doesn't mean it isn't happening. Gradually, you will notice that your vibration is changing, and the world around you will begin to reflect this in subtle and progressive ways. The biggest challenge in this process is maintaining focus when things seem not to be working. It's common for people to start doubting, questioning their choices, and even abandoning the new identity. However, this is when persistence makes all the difference. When physical reality seems uncooperative, remember that you have already planted the seed. It's germinating even if it's underground, out of sight. What determines success is the ability to keep nurturing that seed with actions aligned with your new vibration. A useful exercise to reinforce persistence is to keep a progress journal. Write daily about the small changes you observe in your life, even if they are not yet visible externally. This can help maintain motivation and focus because you will see that, even if prosperity hasn't fully manifested, it is on its way. Small signs, like an unexpected meeting or a new job opportunity, indicate that your new vibration is starting to reflect in the physical world. It's also important to remember that the delay in manifestation is not a punishment or a penalty. In fact, it serves to test your resilience and commitment to your desires. If you can maintain your vision even in the face of obstacles, you are showing the universe that you are truly ready for the prosperous and spiritual life you seek. It's like a trust test. How willing are you to persist, even without immediate results? That's the question you should ask yourself when doubts arise. Persisting in your new identity also involves making constant adjustments. Perhaps the way you view prosperity or spirituality needs refining. Sometimes, small details in your worldview or how you act may be blocking the full manifestation of what you desire. The key is to keep adjusting your internal vibration until it is fully aligned with the reality you want to create. With patience and practice, this alignment happens more naturally. A practical example is someone who wants to improve their financial life, but has held limiting beliefs about money for years. Even if this person has now changed their mindset, the universe may still take some time to reflect these changes. However, if they continue acting based on their new vision, gradually money will start flowing their way. Whether through a new job, an unexpected raise, or a successful investment, signs of prosperity will appear. By persisting in your new identity, you are not only shaping your reality but also reprogramming your subconscious. And it is in the subconscious where the power to manifest resides. The more committed you are to your new vision, the stronger it becomes within you. Over time, this new identity becomes your internal truth, and the universe has no choice but to respond to this vibration, bringing forth the prosperous and spiritual life you desire. Focusing on what we want is a powerful principle that accelerates the manifestation of a prosperous life. When we keep our desires at the center of our attention, our energy begins to flow naturally in that direction. However, there is an even more important secret: valuing what we already have. Gratitude is a vibrational force that helps close the gap between our current life and the life of our dreams. By focusing on what we have already achieved, we open space for more prosperity and spiritual growth. For example, someone seeking financial stability might become obsessed with the idea of earning more money. While this is valid, it's also important to value what they already possess. The knowledge they have, the opportunities that arise, and the small daily achievements. By acknowledging what has already been achieved, the person raises their vibration and creates a fertile ground for attracting more abundance. This practice makes a significant difference in manifesting a prosperous financial life. The practice of gratitude, besides elevating our vibration, helps us stay focused on the present. Often, we become so fixated on our future desires that we forget to enjoy the now. When we are grateful for what we have, our mind becomes a magnet for new opportunities. A simple way to practice this is to keep a gratitude journal, where you write down 3 things you are grateful for every day. This daily practice strengthens self-awareness and opens doors for more spirituality and prosperity in your life. Focusing on the present also helps us realize that the life we desire is already, in part, happening. Small victories, which sometimes go unnoticed, are reflections that prosperity is already flowing. Recognizing these victories keeps us aligned with the vibration of success, creating a positive cycle of manifestation. When seeking financial prosperity, for example, it's important to celebrate each progress, no matter how small, as a step toward the big goal. The power of focus lies in bringing clarity and purpose to every action we take. When you keep your desires in view, but don't lose sight of what you already have, you're taking the next step to align your vibration with your ideal reality. Whether the goal is a more fulfilling spiritual life or financial growth, the balance between focusing on the future and being grateful for the present is what allows these two realities to begin merging, shortening the gap between now and your dream. Moreover, by focusing on what you already have, you may discover new paths and opportunities that were previously not visible. Prosperity is often already around us, waiting to be recognized and explored. Whether through a skill you already possess or a connection that can open doors, when you direct attention to these resources, you start to realize you are closer to the prosperous and spiritual life you desire than you imagined. Everything is at your disposal, you just need to see it. Often, excessive focus on what we want can create a sense of lack. When we are constantly thinking about what we don't have, our vibration can drop, creating a cycle of frustration. Thus, focusing on what we already have is a powerful strategy. It's not about giving up on your desires, but recognizing that the path to prosperity is being paved with each step. Maintaining this awareness strengthens your energy, aligning you with the opportunities that are already approaching. A practical example is someone seeking professional prosperity. Instead of focusing solely on the next big goal, this person might start appreciating the skills they've already developed, the connections they've made, and the progress they've achieved in their career. This type of focus creates a cycle of self-confidence, elevating their vibration and attracting new opportunities. The same applies to those seeking spiritual growth. Focusing on the practices and lessons already acquired makes the journey smoother and lighter. With this mindset, you start to realize that what is missing is not as distant as it seems. Often, the gap between the current life and the desired one is simply a matter of perspective. When you adjust your focus to what you already possess, this gap narrows quickly. The universe responds to your vibration of gratitude and alignment, bringing more of what you already appreciate. Self-awareness and spirituality flow more naturally, as does prosperity in all areas of life. Therefore, the secret to manifesting your desired life is not only focusing on the future, but also celebrating the present. By valuing what you already have, you create a positive energy cycle that accelerates the manifestation of your desires. Financial prosperity, spiritual fulfillment, and the prosperous life you seek are directly related to your ability to recognize what you have already achieved. This creates a vibration that closes the gap between now and what you wish to attain. Applying these principles is the key to shaping a prosperous life aligned with your highest ideals. When you put into practice everything you've learned about self-awareness, vibration, and focus, you start to see real changes in your reality. The universe responds to your new identity, opening paths and creating opportunities that once seemed distant. The alignment between your inner self and the external world is what makes the difference between a limited life and one full of spirituality and prosperity. One of the great beauties of applying these concepts is that, over time, you begin to live according to your higher vision, creating a reality that reflects your deepest values and desires. What was once just an idea starts to take shape in the physical world. It's not just about financial or material transformation, but about a life where your spirituality, purpose, and prosperity are in harmony. When your internal vibration is in tune with your dreams, life begins to flow more effortlessly. To transform this new reality, conscious action is required. It's not enough to have a clear vision. You need to act in accordance with that vision. Imagine someone who desires a more abundant life. This person must align their actions, studying investment options, managing their money better, and maintaining a positive attitude toward finances. What's interesting about applying these principles is that they work in all areas of life. If you desire spiritual transformation, self-awareness practices become essential. If you want financial prosperity, focusing on abundance and daily actions toward success become natural habits. The principle is always the same: align internally with what you want externally. From that point, your life begins to be shaped according to your higher visions. The major challenge is often staying true to this new identity, especially when external reality doesn't yet fully reflect your intentions. However, this is when true transformation begins to happen. Each day, by acting based on your higher ideals, you strengthen your vibration and bring the life you desire closer. The process may be slow at first, but persistence and focus gradually make reality mirror your efforts. As you apply these concepts and act according to your highest ideals, your reality adjusts. Small signs of change begin to appear: new opportunities, unexpected connections, shifts in mindset. All of this reflects the alignment between your new internal vibration and the external world. As you commit to this transformation, you'll notice that the barriers that once seemed insurmountable begin to dissipate. Prosperity, self-awareness, and spiritual growth become natural experiences. For those seeking financial changes, for example, this transformation might manifest in various ways. You might start receiving job offers more aligned with your values or find investment opportunities you hadn't considered before. Your financial reality adjusts as your mindset of abundance and conscious action strengthens. Another important point is that by applying these principles, you begin to inspire those around you. When you live a life aligned with your highest ideals, your energy influences others. People notice the changes and start to wonder what you're doing differently. This not only strengthens your own vibration, but also creates a network of support and inspiration that further facilitates your transformation. Prosperity and spirituality are not solitary processes. They are multiplied when shared with others. Furthermore, by applying these concepts, you become more resilient. The difficulties and challenges that inevitably arise cease to be permanent obstacles and become opportunities for growth. Your new internal vibration is so strong that adversities no longer impact you as they did before. You learn to see challenges as part of the journey, knowing that each one brings a chance to further refine your vision of prosperity and a fulfilling spiritual life. Thus, by applying all these teachings, you not only create a prosperous life, but also one that is deeply in tune with who you truly are. The transformation you desire is fully within your reach, as long as you align your actions, thoughts, and energy with your highest ideals. The path is always open to those who truly decide to live according to their deepest values and persist on this journey of self-awareness and spirituality. Now that you understand how your external reality is a direct reflection of what happens within you, true transformation starts with internal change. But this is just the beginning. Want to take the next step? Everything around you vibrates at a unique frequency, and by adjusting your vibration, you can literally shape the life you desire. Want to learn how to master this force? Click on the video appearing on your screen and discover how to transform your vibration and create the prosperous life you've always dreamed of. See you there.